Hey guys. I always say hey guys. Actually, I don't like saying hey guys. But anyway, it's Nikki. I'm on the road and I had the opportunity to set up my phone, well, paused. So I wanted to record a little bit while I was on the road and talk about disappointments. Disappointments in life, disappointments in our own journey on what we're doing right now, and the disappointments of how things can be placed in your way or in your path. They're obstacles, really, but a lot of times people will look at them as bad things or drama or negative things that have happened, and some people will bust through them, and some people will turn away, some people will get fearful, and some people will avoid them or ignore them altogether. As we can see going on in the world right now, there's one giant disappointment and obstacle going around that's changing the way we live in its entirety. It's changing everything about the way we live, from how we buy gas or get gas, to how we get groceries, to how we travel. So Saturday, when we were packing up everything, everything was in order and we were loading up. We got some pretty, it wasn't horrifying news, it wasn't bad news, but it was an obstacle. And let me rewind and say that, Albert and I had every intention of going and on our way up to New Mexico visiting my mom, go and stay a few days with her in our transition. But with this thing going around, and my mom, not that my mom's unhealthy, my mom's very, very healthy, as many of you know, but she needs to not be around us because we've been around other people. So, this quarantine thing is not just about us keeping ourselves safe, but it's also about keeping others safe, which is extremely important. It's due diligence. So it kind of put a glitch in our plans, and I'm sure she's disappointed in us because we weren't able to come through there, and our life kind of changed in a different way, and so we had to put a lot of focus on getting ourselves where we need to get ourselves. So that being said, here we are on the road. Well, Saturday we got some news, and like I said, it wasn't horrifying news or anything, but my son leaves for military, for the Air Force, MEPS processing on Tuesday, actually Wednesday of this week, and we had plans. He had talked to his father, and he was to come get him, and all was going to be okay. He would come get him, and we would we would go on our way, and he would go stay with his dad and finish out with his father a little bit. Well, his dad, the day before we left, texted him and kind of sent a cryptic text, and I'll call it cryptic. I'm not calling his dad out. It was a cryptic text, and it really put some worry into my son. It upset my husband, and it upset me in a manner that I can't. I wasn't angry at first, but it hurt my son, and because it hurt my son, it hurt me. Put fear in my son, and I don't like to see my son fearful. He's a pretty self-confident kiddo. So that being said, we had to kind of figure it out. We had to make plans, and I kind of reached out, and it's funny because the most consistent person that's been in the Two Tribes family stepped up to the plate like a boss, and I owe her so much gratitude for taking my son in. She's not much older than my son, but her soul is, and she has got the biggest heart, and I can't describe. When others, they didn't offer, and I don't expect them to, I can't, but knowing me, and when people say we'll do whatever for you, just ask, we'll do whatever for you, just ask, we'll do whatever for you, just ask, and when you put it out there and you don't get any responses, it's disheartening. So that being said, here we are on the road traveling, and he is with this person. I had to leave him. He's got the option to stay on their couch or sleep in their garage until his dad can figure out. His dad can leave where they live. They have because of this thing going on worldwide, they have a lockdown on a residency, that they can't have visitors. But there's exceptions, and I've read the rules, the law, and that's to take care of a minor child, and it's all in there. But I can't expect anything from anybody at this point, and they're just doing what they do. So my son is now in a place where he's a new home basically until he goes through. Okay, so got interrupted by some traffic and whatnot, plus Albert called. So that's just kind of what I mean. Life is full of distractions, and they're not ill intended, and they are not bad. It's what life is. Life is distractions. Life is obstacles. So back to my story. So my son, he's sleeping in someone's garage right now. That's to give him some space. It's not because that's the only place they could put him. That was to give him a little space, so he didn't feel. He's staying with 3 girls that are about his age, actually older, maybe 4 or 5 years older. But he's staying with those girls, and we had to go over rules and things with him. But one person's, it's funny how we're all interconnected. One person's energy can completely destroy, make or stagnate or hinder someone else's success, and that's obstacles. So obstacles in life are a given. Obstacles in life are what we experience, no matter what we're doing. Getting Kaya last night, finding a hotel that was dog friendly, a few calls, no big deal. We actually made good time last night, and we really didn't have many obstacles. We had to kind of stay in not a second-rate hotel, but it was just, it wasn't unclean. It was actually okay. I'm not complaining. And I got up this morning and I was able to dance and enjoy. But I'm communicating with my son via text and things day one, and it breaks my heart that he couldn't rely on somebody who needed him in the moment he needed him. And Albert even said it, even for his son. If his son were to reach around right now and say, Dad, I'm sorry, and I need you back, or I need you, Albert, he would do whatever it took to be a dad and be a man. And even if that meant hiding Seth, and so we're a little raw about it, but we got over it, and it just hurt me to see him have hurt in him, and how one person's fear can derail or potentially derail an entire adventure. And the option for us was that you're just starting the fuck over, son, and you're going to New Mexico with us, and you're going to live in this little damn cabin with us with Kaya, and you'll sleep on a cot, and we'll figure it out. And luckily we didn't have to, because we had one person, like I said, that she's taken on my child and opening her house and her life, 2 people actually, and their space to him. And I just texted him, and his obstacle was he's worried about food. He's worried about getting the money for food. We left him with some cash. We're paying them to take care of him, but he was worried about food, and that's not something I want my child to have to worry about. And he'll go into the MEPS this week and do his processing, and he'll be fine. He's actually, in the 6 weeks that we've been working with him, 7-8 weeks maybe, to lose the 18 pounds. He's actually surpassed that, and he's down about 28 pounds. And I will say thank you to Biggie B for all the guidance on the nutrition part for his rapid weight loss that spawned him into spawned his body into the right path for this military thing. But you know, again, the weight was an obstacle for him. Things are obstacles. Albert tried to use his card today, and it was declined. We were getting gas, an obstacle, and so we had to go to another place. And we've had stuff happen when we're traveling, only on his card, but where it gets hacked pretty quick on these little, especially the not Valero ones, but the Stripes ones. They have a lot of, we get hacked a lot on his card by the Stripes gas stations. So we even though we use them, we tend to use PayPal card. But it was declined, and then it was an obstacle that he direct deposited or electronically deposited something, and on the one he didn't do what he was supposed to do, or they had an extra step on that one. So that being said, obstacles, you know, they're going to be there no matter what you're doing, whether you're moving 13 hours across the United States, whether you're going into the military, whether you're getting gas, whether you're traveling, whether you're buying groceries, there's going to be obstacles. So how you greet those obstacles and embrace those obstacles is really what this video is about. As we're moving to off-grid, we're going to have a lot of obstacles, but you know, they're not terminal. And for some people, you couldn't hack it. You don't have the strength within to take care of shit like a lot of people would have to if they were doing this. That's why there's not more people doing this, because we've created a snowflake society. Really, our men are no longer real men. They're more like snowflakes, and that's the word I choose to use. It's a harsh word, but it's reality. They don't stand up anymore. When men don't stand up for their boys, when men aren't there and they don't do what is important, what they need to do, women they're so vain and so lost. It's ridiculous on what we've come to know as society. You know, we've got snowflakes and pansies, and actually our women have gotten more masculine. And not that the masculinity part is bad, but when the women are toting the guns and the men are painting the house inside, decorating, I have a problem with that, because that's you know, in times like this, that's where that energy reveals itself. But we've created this society because we run from conflict, we run from problems, and we don't embrace them. So as we get into this off-grid lifestyle, we're driving along, hitting the driest, most desolate part, and we're super excited to get out of Texas. And I've lived here all my life. He's lived here all his life. I mean, me being in the military, I've visited other places, but it's just not, yes, it's home for me, but it is not where I want to be. I had two choices, Hawaii or New Mexico, in my heart. Hawaii wasn't on the menu for him, therefore New Mexico it is. He had two choices, I think. One of his was Washington State, and that just wasn't on the menu for me. So we're doing what we're doing. But obstacles, overcoming the obstacles that we faced along this journey, it's some real stuff. And if you can take every day one message into that day, it's embrace the challenges you get. Don't fight them. Don't get angry at them. Give some space. Hold some space for them. People die. Animals die. Life happens. You know, you might have to make some adjustments. You might have to grieve a little bit. Children go away, like my son is, and I can't say that enough. That I'm just my last child. And to walk away from him that way was an awful feeling for me. Awful, I feel like. I don't feel like I failed him as a parent, but I feel like, you know, things could have been better for him. But I feel so much gratitude that somebody was consistent in our life, because he and I have always done it alone, Albert and I, and Seth's very much an integral part of everything we are. He's taught us so much, and to just walk away from him like that it is tough, but I know he'll be okay. So anyway, talking about obstacles, right? So I'm gonna get back to driving and singing. I haven't been able to sing. This driving in the truck alone behind him has really allowed me to cry and heal as I need to, as I'm grieving, walking away from my boy, and letting him go be the man he's supposed to be. So like, subscribe, and follow, and I hope we somehow impact each and every one of you. We love everybody, and we appreciate all those people who have supported us, and the one who's taking care of my boy right now. You know who you are, and I love you very much. Thank you.